What's up, nerds? A while ago, I joined an SMP called the Game Bois SMP, but sadly, I never recorded anything that had happened. So, I decided to do a fresh start. I wanted to first show off my base before burning it to the ground. So here's a quick rundown of my base with some music. Alright, so now that that's over with, I began to set off on an adventure to find the perfect base spot, and along the way I'd found religion, bases, villages, and religion. With that being said, I feel like I need to ask you guys to subscribe. Honestly, I don't like doing it. It feels like I'm lying to my own mother, but I do want to try to reach 100 subscribers by the end of January of 2021, so please do think about subscribing. Anyway, with that promotion more shameless than Nintendo out of the way, I decided to head east. I ended up finding a cave with some iron in it, and a spider with a potion effect which confused me, and from there I moved on to find a ravine. Inside that ravine was more iron and a creeper that RKO'd me harder than Mr. Orton himself. Then, I headed east again, actively searching for east, as it is where the sun rises. Now, I seem to make more religions than Jesus Christ has, and in this one, we worship the east. I will actively hunt down anyone in the server that says anything bad about the east, as it is the direction that brings peace and love to the world. Along with religion, I discovered another cave with more resources and a skeleton that ended up dunking on me harder than the other funny skeleton man. I know that I just failed twice, but I felt like this was the run. My saving grace. I knew that as long as I trusted and loved the east, it would trust and love me. So I gathered some wood and headed back to my base on accident. Realized how little the fire did to it, looted some food, and began to set sail, but not before AFKing in my friend's room that awfully looked a lot like a sex dungeon. Now, the man that owns the dungeon is only known by one name, Squeed. Now, Squeed is an enigma of sorts. He was once known as Dog Egg 2, a reference to hit anime/manga JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, but ended up having his Minecraft account hacked. Luckily, the man who did it was more brain dead than my grandpa, and didn't change his account's password. So all he did was search up his old username on name.mc or whatever the website was, and get his new username, which was squeed_F7GXJ875. He thought the name Squeed was pretty funny and decided to keep it. So anyway, once I was done probably taking a dump, I headed east once more. I traveled through the snowlands colder than Margaret Thatcher herself, and found none other than Mello the Fellow working on his base. Mello the Fellow is a real fellow. He's pretty chill, funny, and makes insane drawings that I might put up if I get his permission. He's the kind of guy that would find out his girlfriend cheated on him, but be so chill that he just wouldn't care. You could slaughter this man's whole family in front of him and he would be unfazed. The only thing that you can do to slightly annoy him is mess with his Minecraft base and items, which I respect. As proof, here's our exchange of dialogue. Hello.
Hello.
I seem to have stumbled upon your base by accident. I must go.
CEI.
Now, if that doesn't convince you of this man's absolute swagger, I don't know what will. Now, once I left, I went through a village and into a little bull area, where I thought it would be a good idea to set up my base. I had a bit of an idea of what to do with it, and it was roughly like a picture I saw on Pinterest that I might pop up on the screen if I can find it. I went into a cave to get my tools back and found some iron in it. I decided to set up shop in it and began preparing for my build. I began to dig out a hole to inhabit, with the dimensions of 11 by 11 by 5, with the corners being blocks. I suddenly realized an issue, which is my inventory space, and so I began to dig out a second floor under it with the same dimensions. At this point in time, I was feeling real good about what the base was going to look like, so I messaged my friends on Discord to get on. They eventually did, and I started to head back to my old base, which had my two friends' bases in it, Squeed and none other than the real Crazy Pizza Kid. I chose the worst time to travel, which was at night, so I ended up needing to hide in a hole in the side of a mountain. Now, Crazy Pizza Kid, or CPK for short, can boast about being nearly upon the top 3,000 Osu players in the world. He is also CPK, which he can boast about already, as he is a very successful streamer slash YouTuber, and his name may as well be a household word at this point. Whenever he uploads, screams erupt from his many female fans. Whenever he doesn't upload, riots are made, arson is committed, and people all over the globe scream from the rooftops, "Where is CPK?" Now, sadly, he didn't come with me. Only Squeed did, which made my heart more broken than Fallout 76. After I got over my excitement of CPK being here, I broke out of my hole and started going to Squeed's base once again, and hopped into a call with the both of them, which sadly wasn't picked up because I was being dumber than the modern American school system. I eventually made it there and picked up Squeed. I brought him back to my base and he gave me a gift for allowing him into my pit. He stuck around for a bit, and I started to mine down to the sacred Y12, the best coordinate to mine for diamonds. I already stole 5 from Fozzie MC, a dude richer than Jeff Bezos in this game, and a man that I will do an introduction on later, when I have a reason to do one. I invested 3 of them into a diamond pickaxe that I would use to mine 14 obsidian, enough for a cornerless portal and an enchantment table. I constructed my portal and had an unluckier spawn than Frayne Selak, who is considered the unluckiest man in the world. I decided to build a pathway both ways for my portal, which allowed me to walk into Mellow's base with ease. I took 2 leather and 6 sugarcane, which I hope he either doesn't notice or doesn't care about. I left and walked back into my portal to start a small sugarcane farm and craft a book to make into an enchantment table, using my other 2 liquid diamonds, as well as my 4 obsidian. I planted the table in a corner of my base that was not yet used. Then I made a few adjustments to my base and sugarcane farm and called it a night. Hey, thank you for watching to the end of the video. I think it'd be a good idea for me to do some sort of like unscripted, unfiltered sort of thoughts sort of thing at the end of each video for those who actually care about my videos, because it seems like a lot of people just kind of click on and then click off, you know. So, yeah. So, I guess I should probably explain myself and why I haven't really been uploading. I've been caught up in a lot of schoolwork. I've been pretty much drowning in it. And not only that, but I've started to get consistent migraines for 2 weeks now, and it's been a struggle with that sort of thing. So I'm feeling better, I think. So yeah, that's the whole reason I was able to make this and sit down all day to edit this video, as well as all day yesterday to record for footage. I understand that this is a pretty new kind of video, like a different from what I did before, and I'm not too sure how much more I'm gonna do of this, because really I'm really bad at reading scripts. So yeah, but honestly I don't know though. It was pretty fun to do this because it allowed me to edit much more and like make quite a bit more cheeky jokes, I guess, if you call like making jokes about my grandpa being dead quirky. But yeah, thank you for watching to the end of the video, and I'll try to upload more consistently. I'm gonna be experimenting for a while, you know, like I really want to get into music and stuff like that too, and there's a lot of stuff I want to do in the future. but really I don't know if I'm going to be able to, but that all really depends. So yeah, I'll catch you in the next video. I'll have the same segment if you really want to hear my unfiltered thoughts. So yeah, I'm probably gonna head to bed now, so see ya.